nothing is happening. And this happens, and it's been happening, and it's happened before, and it's going to happen again unless brothers and sisters actually stop and realize that everything is not okay in America. You know, that don't worry, be happy. It's time that we start worrying and get angry, you know, and not angry and pick up the gun, but angry and start opening our minds, you know what I'm saying, and stop sleeping, you know. And so really that's really what the Panthers are all about, is providing an alternative, a movement for you to hop into.
I just had to talk to y'all for a little bit because this has been on my mind lately. And this can relate to anybody. Like, everybody has their own opinion. I get it. Everybody is free to their opinion. But what I don't understand is, when you give your opinion, why don't we solve the solution? Why don't we come together and work together? Why is every man for himself? We always have something to say, but we never come together. Do you guys understand, if we come together, regardless who you is, regardless your race, regardless of your career, everybody has a talent, everybody is different, everybody has their own opinion, their own mind. But don't you realize, if we come together, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a small business, anything, why do we gotta compete against each other? I don't understand that. Why, if someone is hurting, we can't help them? Why it has to be, you have to be already self-made, you have to be famous or have a name, and then you'll wanna link and work with a person? But that same famous person came from the bottom and made his name, vice versa. What is wrong with the world? Like, why are we not loving each other, treating each other good? Yes, it's hard when you live in the 80% world that's negativity and you living in it, so it's hard. But you have to keep your faith. And once again, we have to work. We have to help each other. When I say work, meaning not working a 9 to 5, but working our mind, working our intuition, finding our passion. Don't you notice your support is gonna come from the strangers, the people you don't know, because God is doing it. But you have to live right to get back right things to you. So we need to work together. We need to come together. We need to solve solutions. If the world is bad, let's solve something. You don't always have to go to a company, a 9 to 5, to feel like we welcome, to feel like we needed to give out our talents, when we got our talents and God put us on the earth to come together and we be our own business. We be our own building, and we help people come and work together and start a foundation and help. When we get it, we give back to our community. Talk about our culture before it's too late. We need to get our minds right. Let's stop talking about all this Trump and Kamala and Diddy. Like, we all is distracted. Our minds is just monkey see, monkey do. And Tupac, once again, like, he was the chairman of the new African Panthers. He started a movement. He didn't care who you ain't have to be famous to get in it. You ain't have to have a name to be in it. Everybody is smart in their own ways. Everybody has their own mind. And if we come together, we can solve a solution. That's what Tupac was doing. He had meetings at the library. Anybody was welcome from ages 13 to 25.
Right, to be a new African Panther, well, you have to be between the ages of 13 and 25, and it just takes for you to be willing to read and learn about your history and to sacrifice some of the negative things that you may or may not have been doing in your slave existence.
Oh, okay.
The movement was the new African Panthers, and don't nobody talk about that. Y'all always talking about, oh, he wasn't this or he wasn't that. That man did a lot of stuff in his small time he was on earth. And he was so real, people still think he's still alive because it was real, it was 101. But what I'm saying is, and comparing this, Tupac ain't care who you was. As long as you had a heart, a mind, he would link up and work with you. And he was doing that. And he was starting a movement. He was trying to help the world a better place. He was here for single mothers, for the kids, for the black people that was hurting. And I just feel like to this day, we need people like that, but it's not. It's people afraid and fear and just distracted on this internet and not speaking their mind and not going how they feel with their heart. People are followers. We need more leaders, and Tupac was a leader. And they took him out. Now I'm not going to even say they. We know who took him out. But it's just crazy that was in the 90s. It's 2024. And we see people hurting and not helping. We see people trying to start a YouTube but not helping. We see people got their own business but not helping. The closest people we see, we not helping. We always got opinions, but we not coming together. If we all come together, we can solve this world. That's what Tupac was doing. If Tupac was still alive, man, it would just, I feel like it would be different. Not saying that he would rule the world, but it would be so much different because we had a leader. He was someone that was not afraid to speak his mind and believe what he believed in. And y'all honoring all these so real people. Let's name all the real entertainers, right? Jay Prince, Future, Birdman, Lil Wayne. Just to name a few, man. Like our young generation with these new rappers and people disrespecting Tupac. Y'all don't know the definition of real. Y'all ain't come from that, so y'all would never understand it. And then some of y'all's coming to y'all senses because of this Diddy case. All of a sudden, oh yeah, man, Tupac was right. Like, y'all don't have a mind for y'allself. Y'all are followers. It is no more leaders. Y'all monkey see, monkey do ass niggas. All y'all do is copy the next person. Y'all heads is fried and it's crazy. Knock it off. I honor Tupac, man, because he was so real. And a lot of people don't talk about the new African Panthers that he was the chairman of, that he was starting, and it was gonna get bigger. It would have been so big. He had a movement.
We're having a meeting tomorrow at 3 o'clock at Woodrow's Library, room 302. And we would really appreciate it if you could come. And you'll learn a lot just from being there.
It don't have to be always financial wise. It could be advice wise. You know, the littlest things would put a smile on somebody's face. Just giving them encouragement. Just talking to somebody. Leaving them a comment. Tell them to keep going. Tell them thank you. Tell a female you beautiful. Like, help. That's starting right there. Just help. It don't have to be always financial wise. It's always opinions and negativity, but ain't nobody coming together. It's people, well, your YouTube channel ain't this and that. You don't got enough light or your quality. But then when you go on their channel, they have nothing. 0 videos, nothing. Always got an opinion or something negative, but not helping the situation. We need to stop that, man. We so distracted on the internet. We so worried about the wrong things. Let's focus on our life. We got stuff to talk about. Let people hear our story. Let's come together. Let's actually work. There's so much stuff with this technology, and it's so much we can do with just our phone and our voice. People want to hear that. People that can relate. I come from the struggle. I don't even like to talk about myself, but I'm fighting a trial right now. You know how stressful that is? where you can become a felon for something you didn't do from the people that was closer to you, that was supposed to be your family. That's what I'm going through right now. But that's not gonna stop me to speak my mind and keep being helpful and keep being in positivity and giving peace and giving advice and living through God and praying every day. It's a learning experience, but I'm going through a lot of things right now, but that's not stopping me to drop content and speak knowledge and wisdom and facts and what we need to be doing, and stop listening to the distractions and keep us in the right path, the right direction, so we can live right, be in peace, elevate our finances, our mindsets, our hearts. That's what Tupac was doing. Of course, he was going through so much stuff was happening to him. Y'all have to understand why he was so angry on top of that. You guys don't understand when you been falsely accused of something, going to jail, people saying things about you behind your back, but smiling in your face, court fines and fees, and it's a lot that come with that, and y'all don't understand, man. But I'm not gonna talk y'all to death, man. I just feel like we need to come together, man. We need to help each other out and love one another, man. And I just wanted to shed light on Tupac, man. Shout out to him for having a movement. You know what I'm saying? He had the new African Panthers. Look it up, his videos, his pictures. He was starting a movement. Anybody welcome, leave comments. We can work, interviews. Like, we gotta do better, man. I'm praying for better days, man. And like I said, man, I don't want to talk y'all to death. I just have to get that out my mind. And one of my viewers, he wanted me to talk about the new African Panthers that Tupac was ruling from the time. And it's just crazy. People don't talk about that. Biggie wasn't doing that. Eazy-E wasn't doing that. Dr. Dre wasn't doing that. Snoop Dogg wasn't doing that. Eminem wasn't doing that. And so on. But alright, man.